What's up, everybody? It's day 118 of 100 days of code, or 200 days of code, however you look at it. We are back in Worthing once again, and we are talking about what we got up to today on day 118. So, yesterday we sort of installed React Native and did all that sort of thing. We played around with sort of a React slider NPM package. Today, what I got up to is sort of I continued with React Native. So I continued to sort of explore Expo, sort of the capabilities it has. It's super cool that, like, with it, what you can do is you can scan the QR code on whatever phone you're using, whether it's Android or whether it's iOS. And what you can do is you can sort of do that and you can preview whatever it is you're doing. I think it's a really cool feature of Expo. Expo being sort of the environment that you can actually run React Native in, no matter what it is. So being able to do that is super cool. It'll actually come up in the terminal. Just think it's so cool. Because obviously when you'd be using React normal, not normal, but React, when you use that and you do npm run or run dev or start or whatever it is that the script is that you've used, obviously it'll show up in the browser, and you could potentially look at that and deploy that in different sorts of ways. But the cool thing about React Native is, of course, it's made for mobile and native sort of environments. But the cool thing is actually you can, when you start it and you initialize it, you can basically then, a QR code actually comes up in the terminal and you can scan it on your phone. You can download an app, the Expo app or something like that. You can scan it with your picture, with the camera on your phone, just like you would a regular QR code, and then you can actually preview it. So I think it's really cool. So I began to sort of just mess around with like making components, and so I've been starting to make sort of I'm not even sure what it's going to be yet, to be fair. I sort of just had this idea to sort of do like a reviews thing, just because it'd be a little bit easier to get my grasp. So like I made a home page, I made an about page. I got used to sort of the way that you can style within React Native, and I made like sort of a style object. I think style sheet. So you have like these different things which you have to import in from React Native, which is different from React, where you have to sort of import in the view, you have to import in the text, and you have to import in what is it again? Style sheet, I think it is. So there's things you can import in from React Native, which are, I guess, features of that are part of the library or part of the framework. See, what's different about some sort of React to React Native is React is actually, it's more of a library, where React Native is actually a proper framework. It's like a bit different and has a lot of different things you can use. You can use it in like Android. So if you have like a Windows PC, you can use it. So like, if you have a Mac, you can use it, and you can develop for iOS, you could develop for Android. Super cool. And you can do it like with VS Code, or you can do it with Android Studio or whatever your sort of IDE of choice is. So super cool. So had a lot of fun with that. So I'm basically been doing like a review thing, like creating different pages in React Native, that sort of thing. I think I'm going to do sort of the scrolling thing like I did yesterday, but I'm going to do it in sort of maybe like a review app. I'm not sure what I'm going to be reviewing yet, but I made a beginning on that. It's a lot of messing around, to be honest. It's only like my second day using React Native. So messed around with some states, some conditional rendering of like stylings. So, when something happens, then it returns the states. If it doesn't, so for example, I did this Poppins. It's really tiny, but I made this object where basically I put in the Poppins fonts, which is a font that I like, and then what I did is I took that, and then I basically said that like when this renders, then make it pause until the font comes and then load it up. And if it's not, else if it hasn't, then don't load the content. And there's a loading, an app loader thing in React Native that will come up instead. So it's super cool. There's loads of cool things, little features that are in React Native that I'm sort of coming to grips with, and I've been reading through docs and that sort of thing. But yeah, all in all, really good day. Enjoying my journey, learning a bit more about React Native, and I'll continue the same tomorrow because I'm really liking it, because obviously it's a bit like React, what I already know, but I can use it for different purposes. So yeah, really loving it. So anyways, guys, that's enough for me. Day 118, your boy Kendall. Peace out, keep calm,